Joe Budden says he told Melyssa Ford to take 10 days off, and also says that he ran into Mandi and warned her to ease off Melyssa Ford before he pops the trunk on her.
Even though the beef may be paused for vacation, when she back, we back, and that tree will fall on you. So be ready. Be ready, because I don't think you want what you're really looking for. I
Okay, but
don't
are
think you built
y'all
like that. I'm not Ish and Amani and these other niggas peeking in your face.
That's right, y'all. On a Twitter space, Joe Budden hopped on a sea of women that seemed to really want to get his attention and outlined how he ran into Mandi. But I think the biggest highlight of this whole conversation was how he suspended or told Melyssa Ford to take 10 days off. Now, I know a lot of you are probably going to be like, hey, Danny, why are you playing semantics game? He just told her to take 10 days off. He didn't suspend her. But I think there's something going on. Because if she was killing it, if she was vibing and thriving, I think the show would be going on as regular. But it's clear to me that Joe Budden is tinkering. He's trying to find something that works with the show. And if you notice, Ish took a few episodes off himself on vacation. Was this a planned vacation? Or was he told, hey dog, take a few pods off, make sure you get the energy right? And then Flip wasn't on the last episode and was also not at the Steve Stout interview. I don't know, y'all. A lot of things are going on because you know who isn't taking any days off? Ice, also Parks, and other members of the show. It just seems odd. But furthermore, Joe also outlines how he ran into Mandi at the Need to Know Mixer. For those of you that don't know, Savon the Don, formerly of the Joe Budden podcast, well, still of the Joe Budden podcast, throws a yearly mixer to kind of have an industry get-together celebrating his podcast. And in that mixer, Joe Budden and a few of his former ops, friends, whatever, were there. And Joe says that he ran into Mandi and warned her to leave Melyssa Ford alone, as she would be at the receiving end of a docket. Now, it's important to remember that Joe says this is all fake beef. But how fake can the beef be? If you had business with this person, if you had a business fallout with this person, remember, Mandi was being real sensitive about what happened at the see the thing is thing. Remember, she ran into Flip and told her, yeah, Joe has let a lot of people down and I was one of them. He sold them a bill of goods. She was sounding really like she was victimized. I know a lot of people like to throw that word out there now, victim, but she sounded like she was hurt by whatever Joe Budden did to her. Remember, y'all, if you go back and listen to a lot of Mandi's verbiage about her time at See the Thing Is, one of the consistent themes she has is that she felt like she was let down. Remember, she was saying that, oh, we held them down through the Olivia Dope situation. We did this, we did that, and Joe Budden wasn't really there helping to oversee the situation. And I think what happened there is after the Olivia Dope situation popped off, Joe Budden distanced himself from See the Thing Is because it was a self-inflicted wound. It was him being too involved with a podcast that wasn't really beneficial to his network. Yeah, it made some money. Yeah, it did some things for him. But overall, it caused a lot of damage and caused a black eye on the network. Now, fast forward to present day, where Mandi is continuously taking shots at Melyssa Ford and her podcasting style. That's right, Mandi has become Mandi from the stop, and Melyssa Ford is her ice. Well, only time will tell, as people have been looking through Mandi's tweets and noticing that she has been critical of Melyssa Ford in the past, but to give Mandi some bail, she did say that Melyssa Ford was on a reality TV show, and, she's going to be critical of everyone who's on a reality TV show, so it's not really a big deal. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Joe Budden telling Melyssa Ford to take 10 days off. What is that, like 2 pods, 2 Patreons, maybe 3 or 4 Patreons? and telling her like to chill, and there's a docket coming if Mandi don't fall back. He basically, what Joe did when he gave Mandi this ultimatum is tell her, go in. I want you to go in again so we can get this podcast number game going crazy. Because you know Mandi's not going to back down now. Mandi's going to go on whatever platform, her Instagram Live, her shows. She has a bunch of shows that she does, and address this situation because, ladies and gentlemen, fourth quarter is coming soon. And this means that a lot of people need to boost that revenue up. They need to show their value. And Joe is doing that by instigating Mandi versus Melyssa Ford. He could have instigated this situation at any time, but he's choosing to do so now. Another thing that's important to remember is Joe alludes to, the people being critical of Melyssa Ford isn't just Mandi. He's talking about Rocky. He's talking about a lot of folks. So only time will tell. I also wanted to end this video by telling you all, please subscribe to my second channel, The Science. See, that channel is interesting because I mostly created that channel just to get on the clipper wave. The people who clip up spaces and put them on YouTube, just to show some of these clippers, well, really one clipper in particular, you ain't that guy. You're not that guy, pal. This guy was walking around like he was some type of genius for the way that he was making clipper videos. I'm like, dude, your thumbnails are garbage. The way you clip up and make content isn't even that good. The other clippers are way better than you. And I needed to humble this person. I need to show this person anybody can do what you do. And I did it. This person was insulting me all the time. I'm not saying I did it just to be mean. I did it as a reaction to this person being constantly disrespectful. So I want you to subscribe to that channel. Not because of pettiness, but because it's The Science. It's where I put a lot of videos. I did a video about Ish thinking that Rory and Maul were robbed by Joe Budden. Also a video about Jameson, the YouTuber, and how Joe Budden greenlit the banning of him from the Joe Budden TV community. It's just really good content in line with the stop, and I think it overlaps well with anybody who likes this channel. And I also wanted to tell everybody to subscribe to my Patreon. A lot of good content is there too. My response to Homeroom University is there. Some of the stuff that I've done on Stop the King, I'm talking about things like Heineken, Space, and Shampoo speaking on there, talking to each other. They took over an episode, and I put that on Patreon. And also I put some content about me addressing some of the Twitter narratives. So a lot is happening. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on, and I think it's going to be a fun time. With that said, follow me on Instagram, The Stop TV. Follow me on Twitter, The Stop TV. And also at Reddit, Joe Budden Network. This is Danny from The Stop. Peace.